This is KGW News at Sunrise.
Socializing our children around the fact that we can create community, even when it's been dismantled structurally, you can create community.
This morning on Sunrise, we continue the conversation on social justice and change here in Portland. Coming up this morning, hear more from a member of the Black Parent Initiative. Plus,
if you're over 65 and it's been more than 6 months, then you should be thinking about a booster dose.
Rolling out those booster shots in Oregon. We're going to look at how many people have gotten the dose and how many more could be soon eligible.
And Rodney Hill is rolling out his winter outlook this morning. Yes. He's rolling it out with the help of snowplows. It's always a highly anticipated, always a sought after report each year. Rod will let us know what we can expect this winter coming up at 5:38. A pinpoint time, Brenda and Nina, for his pinpoint forecast.
I feel like that is the number one question. People are like, is it going to snow this winter? Well, you said that you had some surprises coming up, but I don't want to spoil the surprises. So maybe we should just focus
coming
on
up.
today.
On a personal note, people think I know this stuff. All right, take a look at the
come
radar.
on.
You are so
You
bad.
can't make a big deal about it and then give us that.
All right, see this chunk of rain that's moving east of I-5 up into the Cascades? A little bit of rain out east as well, but this right here might be the biggest batch of rain that we get all day, and it's already starting to move out. There are showers back, but the tale to today is we're certainly going to see most of today's rain this morning, and maybe early this morning, and then fewer showers this afternoon. Warmer air has moved in. I mean, it's going to be right about 50 degrees when the kids step outside to catch the bus. It's already 50 in downtown Portland right now. We'll be 57 at noon. Just a few showers, which means it's really probably going to be mainly dry when the kids get out of school today, and it could be 60 degrees. That's my forecast.
All right, more from Rod coming up in a little bit. We do want to get to our top story this half hour. Over the next 2 days, the FDA will hold discussions about making the COVID booster shot available to more people.
Yeah, they're going to be reviewing data from both Moderna and Johnson & Johnson to decide who should get their boosters. KGW's Alma McCarty checked in to see how the rollout's going in Oregon.
Well, if you're over 65 and it's been more than 6 months, then you should be thinking about a booster dose.
That's the message from Dr. Paul Cieslak, the Oregon Health Authority's medical director for communicable diseases. In addition to those 65 and older who had the Pfizer vaccine, those who are younger but have underlying medical conditions are also eligible for a booster now.
Persons with underlying heart disease, kidney disease, lung disease, persons with immune system compromise.
People working in high-risk settings and anyone in a long-term care facility can also get a booster.
With your vaccine card, you're going to head right over this way, and they'll get you your vaccine, okay?
Oh my God, that's
Quick and easy.
180 seniors living at the Mirabella Tower in South Portland are among those eligible. The Senior Living Center set up a clinic Wednesday with the help of OHSU to get them their boosters. 100% of the residents here are fully vaccinated.
It was very important to me, and I was happy that Mirabella did such a nice job of taking care of all of us and getting us organized so that all we had to do was come upstairs and put our arm out.
All right, 33, you're up.
The boosters are being recommended now because studies have shown immunity from the vaccine has dropped off. According to the CDC, the Pfizer vaccine is still 65% effective at preventing infection, but it started out at 96%. The Oregon Health Authority says we're also seeing the proof in Oregon, with a higher percentage of cases being breakthrough cases.
For the rest of you who have been vaccinated, the immunity does wane. There's still significant protection against severe disease, the disease that causes hospitalization. But nevertheless, we do see people getting hospitalized many months after having received a complete primary series.
I can tell you that we, sorry, I've totally lost my place. Producer, can you get us back to where we need to be? Okay, this is what we're talking about, natural immunity. We get a lot of emails about it and how it relates to the COVID vaccine. A lot of people claim they don't need a shot because they've recently had COVID. OHSU researchers told KGW's vaccine team natural immunity does offer some protection, but you're most protected when you pair that natural immunity to the vaccine.
So someone who's been previously infected and gets vaccinated has essentially all of the benefits of stimulating their immune system to respond and expand again with the vaccine without the risks of actually having been infected a second time.
Experts say immunity varies from person to person, and it's not clear how long that immunity lasts.
All right, this morning we are also continuing the conversation about social justice and change here in Portland. KGW's Brian Clerkley joins us live from the newsroom. Brian, today would have been George Floyd's 48th birthday. And I know you also spoke recently to the executive director of the Black Parent Initiative here in Portland about the ongoing concerns in the city right now.
That's right, and good morning, Drew. Bahia Overton leads a group that helps families by connecting them to resources and support in the greater community. She says there's a long history of putting families at risk because of displacement as the city has grown and areas have gentrified. Over time, she says people lose their sense of community.
Systemically, we have completely pillaged this community, so much so that the youth have lost hope in many ways of ever having a sense of normalcy and community again. If there's no hope for community, if there's no hope for people to show that they care for me and they love me, then why should I care and love anyone else?
Overton says the protests last summer showed a lot of unity in the city, but now she suggests more structural changes.
So instead of saying what's wrong with the people and how can the people change so that the system doesn't damage them, you have to figure out how to shift the system. This doesn't go around the other way around.
Bahia says the organization is having a Be the Healing Symposium in January, and they will talk about how to create a stronger community. Back to you guys.
All right, Brian Clerkley for us. Thank you so much. The Salem Kaiser School Board has voted to adopt an anti-racism resolution. It calls for the district to acknowledge racism and white supremacy are a threat to students and employees. There was a fair amount of pushback during the meeting earlier this week about it. Some said it unfairly targets white students and residents. Those who support the resolution said it's the first step and the bare minimum in representing the community. Board members also addressed the need to clarify the language.
I ask board members and community members to please stop pushing racial divide and start pushing community. We are all Oregonians and we are all Americans.
I think a lot of us are coming at it from like this graduate level sociological understanding that we're like in this on a regular basis and we're not coming down and speaking in terms that the community at large can understand.
As far as specifics go, the resolution asked the district to address an overrepresentation of students of color in special education and with punishments like suspensions.
Check this out. Did anybody see the lights on the Morrison Bridge last night? They are in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The colors changed to purple, green, and teal in special recognition of those living with metastatic breast cancer. In solidarity, both towers of the Oregon Convention Center also lit up. By the way, 1 in 8 women and 1% of men will be diagnosed in their lifetime. Certainly is an important topic and a creative way to get that conversation started. All right, let's head back to the Weather Center this morning, check in with Rod and see what's happening on the weather wall.
You were asleep, Brenda Braxton. Warmer air began to creep in.
Nice.
People step outside this morning, they will notice the change. So gone are the cool starts, at least for a little while. On the satellite picture, that famous signature of the clouds starting to arc up and around us. So that's typically the sign of a dry weather pattern. Can be the sign of a warm weather pattern. Both will be true this time around. Now, we're not quite to the dry part yet. We still have rain out there. The biggest chunk of rain, maybe the biggest chunk we're going to see all day, is this batch here that has already pushed east of 205, it looks like. Then just some scattered showers back to the west. Still some rain showers offshore. Futurecast tells the tale of more numerous showers this morning and then way fewer showers this afternoon. So we have some decent dry time coming today. Here's 9 o'clock. This is mainly dry weather at 3 p.m. with a scattered shower here and there. And then this is 11:30 tonight. Eventually this evening into the overnight hours, the rain chance just ends. And we still have that dry weather coming tomorrow and Saturday with some warmer weather expected. Here are the temperatures right now. Look at the 50s at the coast. It is 50 from Kelso all the way down to Eugene. How about that? That's a big warm up. Still much cooler out east, but your warmer days are coming for the weekend. 30 out in Baker City right now and 31 out in Burns. The forecast temperatures today, 59, 60 for a high in Salem, McMinnville, Corvallis. Light south winds. Again, the most numerous showers will be this morning. Similar numbers up through southwest Washington. Well, not as warm in Longview and Battleground, but Vancouver could get up to 60 degrees. And my 7-day tomorrow, 66, all dry. 69, maybe 70 on Saturday, all dry. The rainy Sunday, it might be dry early, then rain develops during the day, then we have dry weather coming on Monday and Tuesday. 5:38 this morning, my winter outlook. I hope you can stick around and join us, guys.
All right, Rod, thank you so much. Hey, retailer Old Navy is transforming their stores and clothes to make it easier for all women the next time they shop. And they enlisted design help from a University of Oregon professor to find a comfortable fit. And with cold and flu season here, we look into old wives' tales like, can you sweat out a cold? There are some weird practices y'all are doing. Our Verified team is going to take a look at them after the break.